And a half-year prison sentence after he led law enforcement on a high-speed pursuit on his motorcycle last year across state lines from Kansas into Newton County. 48-year-old Douglas Alexius had to be tased 3 times because he did not follow an officer's order to lie on the ground and kept reaching into his jacket pocket, in which he had a 9mm pistol in said pockets. Well, a fatal shooting investigation is underway in southeast Kansas. They're in Independence. 37-year-old Jason York found dead early yesterday morning. That investigation in its early stages. Mark your calendars for the Joplin Polar Plunge this Saturday, 11 a.m. at Shoal Creek. It'll happen at the Rivers Bend Family Resort, benefiting Special Olympics. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. More frost tonight, low 20s. Frost tomorrow morning, but sunshine in upper 40s in the afternoon. Thursday, sunshine, highs in the mid-50s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
27 in Granby, 30 in Pittsburgh, 29 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Nicole and Cadence from Alba.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and go to the Morning KIX page. Click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio.
We've got $1,485 up for grabs in the KIX Secret Sound.
Your first chance to guess it and win in 19 minutes.
Here's Russell Dickerson.
On KIX 102.5.
Are we just not turning the video on today?
It's on.
No, it's not.
It says here, stop streaming.
Why does it say set up your live stream on the other side then?
No. I wonder what's happened. My gosh. Yeah, I hit it. I don't know what's happened, why things are different.
Hold on, let me see. I'm pulling it up on... Oh, no, it shows up on Restream right now.
Hello, everybody. We are on.
Good morning. Hello, Sheila.
Just needed refreshed over here for our Monotrana, which means this needs refresh. No, Sheila was on there.
Yeah, she's there. Happy Halloween!
Jen's hair is feeling depressed about being on her head today.
What are you talking? It's not depressed.
It's blue.
It's that was clever.
Was it?
I'm an e-girl.
Igor. Then you need to walk
No,
and talk like this.
E-girl.
Isn't that the female Igor?
No, it's not.
I was like, you're pulling it off really well. You got the whole face
Thanks.
down.
Thanks. I was going to be a dragon, and I got the dragon wings to go with it, and then
She
the
had the
outfit
breath
that I wanted to
of
wear.
that part down.
Thank you so much. I love coming into work.
I'm a joy and a treasure. Does that mean I should be buried in the ground for someone to find
Please,
later?
please. That'll be my new go-to line when you say that.
Yeah, I even hand you the punchlines.
You do.
Generous.
Aren't you generous like that?
Go fall.
Where is everybody this morning? It's Halloween.
Yeah, they're sleeping in.
They haven't had
they can
enough
stay
candy.
up late.
Go rate the salespeople's candy before they get here. Ready?
Oh, my nose.
Go.
What?
Go rate the salespeople's candy before they get here.
Oh.
Right? Right? Don't hurt yourself. Are you okay? Yes, I was going to I got dragon wings. I was going to do my dragon wings and my blue hair and then a black dress. It's basically going to be all black because the dragon wings are black. But unfortunately, the black dress that I was going to wear is not clean and I could not find my turtleneck. So I was like, okay, what can I do with a blue wig? E-girl. And so I've got like the heart on my face and the dark lipstick and the massive eyelashes. The fun hair. I'm feeling very cool this morning. Are you dressing up today, Sheila? I asked Randy, I was like, what are you supposed to be? Nothing. He's nothing today. Just Randy. I can't eat Twizzlers. Not gluten-free, but thank you. Not gluten-free, but thank you.
Oh, well. Here.
Wow. Well, no, I don't need all of them. You can have some of them, too.
Treats.
Yay, treats.
It's like the morning, whatever you call it.
Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning,
Deep
Megan.
Thoughts with Morning Kicks or whatever. What did we call that?
Shower thoughts?
Shower Thoughts, yeah. Said trick or treat is the only legal form of blackmail.
Mm-hmm. Sheila's going as a teacher today. I also told Kyle that it's giving kind of Harley Quinn vibes from the new movie with Margot Robbie.
Does she have blue hair?
It's half blue, half pink. And I'm pretty sure she's got a heart on her face or something. I don't know. Good morning, Sarah. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloweeny.
Can you tell that Randy is just so thrilled about today? Just, wow. Look at that face.
Don't get me wrong. I really like Halloween. I like dressing up for Halloween. But it takes a lot of time that I don't have.
Do you know how much time this took?
12 minutes?
Pretty close. I did a lot of my makeup the night before.
Yeah.
Which you're not supposed to
Slept
do.
on it.
But I was like, I'm too tired for this business.
Plus, I've been thick.
Plus, I've been sick. Actually, that's kind of what I went for today.
Sick?
Kind of. So part of the e-girl appeal, if you will, or the look, is you're supposed to look like you have a cold, but make it cute. Yeah, we're not getting anything done today. My kids are doing parties and parades all day.
Well, I thought we were going to have the youth minister from James River Church in today. And we may have. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to come in today.
Oh, okay.
She never arranged it with me, but Justin, the senior pastor, he mentioned it to me Sunday. And I was like, oh, well. And I thought maybe she set it up with someone while I was gone.
We did not talk.
She's not on the calendar. I thought maybe with Chris or something. But the James October 31st party is tonight at James River Church, and it's free of charge, and it's open to the public, and it's all indoors, which is really nice. KIX 102.5, the four states' number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:08.
We'll see some frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
Got your first chance of the day to guess and win the secret sound in just 12 minutes.
$1,485 could be yours if you're caller number 5. Tell us what the sound is, and you're going to win some cash.
So I know that's going on in today's Halloween, of course, but there is something much bigger today a big announcement that I need to make here just for a moment, if I could here.
Yeah, what's going on?
Today, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but today is my birthday.
Today is not your birthday. $1,485 up for grab in just 10 minutes.
Jen!
Here's Jason Aldean.
Give me a minute
No,
here.
it's KIX 102.5. Not your birthday.
What the heck?
It's not your birthday. We're not doing
I
this
wasn't
today.
going to make a big deal or anything
Randy,
about...
It's Halloween. We are not doing this today.
Why not? I mean, we don't have anything else planned.
Sheila says, I have 12 kids in detention today. What are you doing?
Nice.
Junior high isn't having parties, but they are dressing up. When did they stop having parties at school?
6th grade?
6th grade?
Before junior high?
I guess that's probably about right. Starbursts are so chewy.
There's the pro football pick winner. Justin Hoffhines. From Stella.
Stella. We have in the past, just not this year, Sarah says. Morning, Kathy.
Well, happy birthday to your grandma.
Morning, Christina.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Yep.
Good talk.
Take us off speakerphone, you idiot.
Happy non-birthday, Randy. No, Tiffany, it is not his birthday.
It is my birthday. Somehow, I think you meant your non-birthday, which I'm not a nun. I understand the confusion, especially.
Mm-hmm. That clarifies it. Thank you. What's everyone doing today for Halloween?
Mark him.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Melissa.
Where are the good neighborhoods for the good candies, the big candies?
Southwest corner of town. But you got to get there early because they run out fast.
Oh, like where Drakenmore is? The Crow Road?
What?
Drakenmore.
Who's Dragon?
With all the dragons and the inflatable castle and...
I don't know where this is.
You don't know what Oh my gosh, Facebook it, Drakenmore. Oh my gosh, do you guys know what Drakenmore is?
Never heard of it.
It's free. It's like this family, they're just really passionate about it. They have a huge front area in front of their house. And so they've decorated it for years and years and years. And they spent thousands of dollars on this.
Where is this?
Trail. It's off of, what is that? Not Schifferdecker. Schifferdecker. Schifferdecker and Crow Road.
I don't know where Crow Road is.
Near Schifferdecker and 32nd Street, where that Casey's is. The street kind of behind that is Crow Road.
Back over in that area, okay? You take the 32nd Schifferdecker southwest of there, that neighborhood down there. I forget what it's called.
So it's Crow Road.
That whole area down in there, all the big, nice houses and everything, they usually do full-size candy bars, but usually they only last about 30 minutes. And there's always a swarm of kids from about 4:30 to 5 o'clock on. It's just packed over there. So there is a bit of a, caveat with that you had to put up with the crowds in that area. The other area I would recommend is south of 26th Street. So,
yeah.
Where the Methodist church is up there on the hill on 26th, those streets south of there. A lot of them don't do full-size candy bars, but they do have good treats. It's a good neighborhood. It's very low traffic. The kids can usually walk the street safely. There's sidewalks all through there. Mm-hmm. So those are good neighborhoods.
Sarah's giving up full-size candy bars to the first 36 kids. Wait, Crow by Zane's? What's Zane's?
Zane's Campground. That's south. That's down by Shoal Creek. So the bridge there, that campground area, that's Zane's. Where we used to have the polar plunge until there were marijuana charges associated with the area.
Melissa, it is not his birthday.
It is too my birthday. Some people just are jealous and they get it confused with the Halloween. This happens every year.
I really hope Drakenmore's even open today. They were really bummed that they had to be closed yesterday.
Because of the strike?
No, when it's really rainy. Just because of it's really hard for them to get everything back up and ready to go when there's a ton of rain like that.
1 second intro.
Yeah, they have a giant dragon to greet you at the front gate, and its wing is the gate. It's so cool.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country.
Here's Dan and Shay on KIX.
So they've come out with a list of the most unhealthy Halloween candies to look out for and to take away from your kids and consume for them.
Oh, goody.
Let's start at number 10. Number 10 is the Take 5 bar by Hershey.
Why are we taking the Take 5 bar?
One regular size bar contains a quarter of your daily recommended saturated fat.
Wow,
One.
okay.
Number 9 is Three Musketeers, which is marketed as lighter, but there's nothing light about them. Not only does one bar contain 240 calories, 36 grams of sugar, and 5 grams of saturated fat, it also contains trans fat hiding in the form of hydrogenated palm kernel oil.
Wow.
Number 8, Nerds. One mini box of Nerds contains 50 calories and 12 grams of sugar, which isn't surprising considering 93% of its weight comes from pure sugar.
I was going to say, yeah, isn't it pretty much just sugar?
Granulated sugar, yeah.
Morning,
Number
Dorinda.
7 is Starburst. The
Wait a
first
second.
3 ingredients in Starburst are sugar, corn syrup, and apple juice concentrate, followed by an array of artificial dyes, including Red 40, which contains a known carcinogen called benzodiazepine,
Thanks.
which is illegal in
Poisoning.
California. So I wonder, they're having to do away with Red number 40.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 is Twix. 7 grams of saturated fat, which accounts for 30% of the daily recommended intake. Number 5, Snickers. In addition to sugar and fat, they contain an unhealthy dose of the corn syrup and the hydrogenated soybean oil. Eating corn syrup has been thought to lead to the development of metabolic syndrome, which is a pre-diabetic condition. Hydrogenated oil is proven to raise your LDLs, it's your bad cholesterol, while lowering your HDL. So don't eat Snickers. Number 4 is Butterfingers. One regular Butterfinger contains 275 calories.
I think they just want us to be sad.
29 grams of sugar, 11 grams of fat, 6 of which are saturated. The first ingredient is corn syrup, followed by sugar, peanuts, hydrogenated palm oil, all bad for you. It also contains a host of artificial preservatives like TBHQ, which is made up of phenol and butane, lighter fluid. So number 3 is Milky Way Fun Size. Not the full size, the fun size. Because the caramel and nougat center has the fun size weighing in at 21 grams of sugar, and the full size contains 31 grams, not to mention they're known to stick to your teeth, which can cause cavities. So number 2, Sour Patch Kids. 1 2-ounce box of Sour Patch contains a stunning 36 grams of sugar and 140 calories. And the number 1 unhealthiest Halloween candy is the Willy Wonka Fun Dip. It is
it's straight
stick of sugar used to dip into granulated sugar, and you eat the sugar. Now, imagine any one of those wrapped in bacon, and you're at my house.
Good morning, Landon says. Are we ever going to get another hint? Have you found the one that's up there?
Gonna find the first
Morning,
one
Heather.
first. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 718.
Frost this morning, then sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at your weather forecast in just 5 minutes, tell you how cold it's going to be for trick-or-treating tonight.
But right now, we are looking for caller number 5 at 623-1025.
To guess and win the secret sound.
$1,485 if you can tell us what is this sound.
And we've got a hint up right now on the website. And I know a lot of you are realize that there is a hint hidden somewhere on the website. And you've been looking for it. As far as I know, no one has found it.
I mean, hidden, I think, is the key word in this,
but
right?
It's in plain view. I mean, I promise you, when we show you after someone guesses the secret sound and we show you the hint, you're going to be like, how did I miss that?
So go find it. It's on there at KIX1025.com.
Ought to really make you nervous about the amount of snakes that might be at your house.
What are you talking about?
Because if you're unaware of this, then who knows what's slipping by you.
So caller number 5 at 623-1025.
Tell us what the secret sound is and win the cash.
From the 4 states number 1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 2.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller 3.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this? Tiffany, where are you from?
Tiffany from Parsons.
You are caller number 5.
Woo!
All right, Tiffany, here's your chance to win $1,485.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
She says someone eating a raw onion.
For $1,485. That is not it.
But your next chance to guess and win is at 11:20 with MJ.
Okay, thank you.
Nope.
Bye, Sarah. Have a great day. Oh, wait. Landon says Landon has found the hint.
Okay, and I think there's a few other that have.
Okay.
I think. Are you sure you found it, Landon? Can you privately message us and tell us what it is, and we'll say, yeah, that's it, or no, that isn't it?
Okay, thank you.
Morning, Eric.
Because, I mean, and Landon, if you have seen it, then you can confirm it is in plain view.
Right.
No mistake in that. Just some people aren't paying close attention is all there is to it.
I mean, it's called an Easter egg hunt for a reason. It's called hidden for a
Because
reason.
of the rabbits involved.
And the carrots. Don't forget the carrots. Oh, yep. Landon found it.
Yep. You are absolutely right, buddy. And wasn't that in plain view? It's not super hidden or trickily hidden. It's right there in plain view.
Trickly hidden.
Trickly. If you have trickly, then maybe Depends is the undergarment for you. Trickly underwear.
Gross. What were we talking about earlier? Never mind.
Math?
Nothing. I forgot and I remembered about your nose.
The wood glue. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the secret sound. Tiffany from Parsons.
You are caller number 5.
Yay!
All right, Tiffany, here's your chance to win $1,485.
If you can tell us what is this sound.
Is it someone eating a raw onion?
She says someone eating a raw onion.
For $1,485. That is not it.
Okay,
But your next chance to guess and win is at 11:20 with MJ.
thank you.
Landon says yes.
What'd you say?
Landon said yes, it was there, just trying to figure out what it could be.
So,
Brenda says it's two-headed. It's not two-headed. Landon found it.
it's not too hidden. It's very clear view. It's not like in a page, in a page, in a page, in a page. Nothing like that. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Hey.
Hello.
What's going on? Yeah, well, they tried to. They didn't get it right, but we've already had our guess for this morning. Next chance is at 11:20.
Happy Halloween.
You too.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. Well, you got to be caller 5, and somebody beat you to that. So, luckily, they got it wrong. So, your next chance to be caller 5 and guess and win is at 11:20.
Happy Halloween.
You stop.
I want to say Happy Halloween. Let me say Happy Halloween.
You watch. I'm going to do it next, and she's just going to sit there and look at me.
Happy Halloween. Melissa and Dorinda say, I've searched the whole website. I've
No, you
looked at
haven't.
every page. No, you haven't.
No, you
found
haven't.
it.
Landon agrees with us. No, you haven't. You're oblivious.
Jimmy says, I heard myself on the radio yesterday. First time.
Really?
You heard it, yeah.
I can't believe that, Jimmy.
Pretty cool, right?
Of course, Dodgell liked our post. Did you put up Twisted Tuesday? Is that what it is?
No, not yet.
We have a great Twisted Tuesday picture.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. Happy
You
Halloween.
liked our Oh No You Didn't News story
Mm-hmm.
from yesterday.
Dorinda says, you're an ace. Like a sharpshooter or?
You're an ace hole. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Landon did find it. I just saw the message
Mhm.
from him.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it is literally, okay, when you go to the KIX page, it is one click. No, two. You have to do the,
I'm not confirming anything.
So technically, in 2 clicks, you can be right, have the hint right in front of you. I think there is even a way to do it with 1 click. I'm not sure.
Dorinda says, no, as in butt.
Well, then you're spelling wrong. These are Hershey's fangs. That's what it says.
Do they look like fangs? I hope so.
Oh,
Lame.
really?
Come on.
And you can't break those out. What?
We got to eat around it.
I don't think I can do this.
Try harder. You're like a bunny.
Yeah, that ain't working.
Happy Halloween, Romelda. It's not his birthday.
It is 2. It is 2. You're just like the Catholic Church. Ain't working.
Dorinda says, I was trying to be nice about it.
I don't think you have. For her, maybe.
Nice for her being Dorinda, not me. It took me a second.
It's all the toxins from the wig she's wearing just seeping, you know. It's turning her skin dark colors. I mean, it's already developed a lesion right there.
It's the heart.
I don't see the heart. I mean, it looks kind of like a teardrop. Yeah, more like a accident. Somebody elbowed you while you were doing your eyeliner. A little squished heart.
It's a heart.
It's the same shape and color as her own.
Good morning, Lisa. Happy Halloween. Let's see you draw a heart on your face and see. I feel like it looks like a heart. Even in the video, it looks like a heart on screen.
I can do some pretty impressive.
Okay, let's see.
Halloween
Draw a
makeup.
heart on your face. No, with a pen. A smaller heart than that.
I'm not drawing a heart on my face with
Draw
a pen
a
because
little heart.
I have more sense than that.
You have more pennies?
So in the next hour, we're going to be talking about your actual ghost stories, your brushes with the supernatural. But Reddit did a feed called "What's the Scariest Thing That Ever Happened to You But No One Believed You?" So when
I've
you
never
tell them
had
this
like
story,
any
they're like,
supernatural stories or whatever,
okay.
really.
My story about I feel like that story that I have with the woman, the ghost,
mhm.
that people are like, okay, whatever. You
Yeah.
know, I feel disbelief, which is okay. I'm not looking for belief. It happened. I know it happened. So, but this one guy says, I was watching my parents' house while they were on the opposite side of the country. And for a couple of days in a row, a small fish tank and a few other items randomly and repeatedly appeared in the middle of the living room after I moved them back where they had been. Items randomly fell off shelves. Electronics were violently unplugged. Searched the entire house, top to bottom, multiple times for people or animals. My very protective, suspicious guard dog stayed there during the day and seemed unconcerned. At some point, everything stopped. Did I go temporarily insane? Was there an animal or hobo hiding in the house? A poltergeist? Aliens? I have no reasonable explanation. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I'm watching The Enfield Poltergeist right now on Apple TV.
What's that?
It's a very, very, very famous documented poltergeist incident that happened in 1977 in England, Enfield, England. And it was a family of a mother, single mother, 2 daughters and a son. And scientists, this researcher and his compatriots went in and studied them for a period of about 9 months and documented a bunch of paranormal happenings. I really believe it's the daughters doing this. And you think, well, what would be their motivation? Why would they do that? You could ask the same thing about the Salem witch trials and the girls who caused that whole fervor. That was started over a bunch of teenage girls, too, you remember. If you don't know the history behind the Salem witch trials, some teenage girls in the community accused a number of people of being witches. And there were over 20 people executed as a result of that, including 2 of the girls. It turned into this whole accusation game. Yeah, I'll come get her.
Thank you, Jill.
I love your blue hair, girl. Thank you. I like your costume. It's scary.
Randy. Candy Jane is here. I got chocolate all over my teeth. I saw Bigfoot and no one believes me, but it's true. I saw him out at Crowder in the Yo Show. Like the actual Bigfoot or just someone who looks like a Bigfoot? Yes! I love it. You look
I'm
so
still
good.
milking it. Oh, Chips Ahoy Reese's.
Yum.
Can't have any of these.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Try the pie? Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was
It was
amazing.
very good.
Come over,
Very
come
good.
over. We got to put you on camera.
Yeah, come sit and let everyone see your costume. It's Candy Jan, guys.
And this is what she said.
Randy, you're still milking it. Happy birthday.
Move that way just a little bit. There we go. I want pictures with her. We got to put this out.
Yes, yes.
Candy Jan says Randy's still milking it. Here. How long we have?
Minute and a half.
Okay, so come over here, Jen.
1, 2, 3. Good job.
Do I look like a freak?
You look fine. You look boring. I mean, compared to
Yeah, I look like a freak, though. That's what I was hoping.
I need her too.
Okay. Okay, of Jen.
Yeah, get a picture of me and Jan.
Jen and Jan.
Jen and Jan.
How do I get to your camera? There we go. Here, move that way a little bit. Okay, Jen, quit doing that thing.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I know. Quit doing it too.
Why are you like that to me?
My childhood.
Oh, look at that start red. How
Yeah.
cute. Your hair. Thank you. Thank you. It's just a wig. Randy came in. He's like, did you really dye your hair blue?
I've seen lots of colors
Yeah.
lately.
She's had
Half
lots of
purple
colors.
and green.
Yeah, I've had lots of colors before.
Yeah.
Now, this is just a wig. It was $3.50. It's making my head so itchy. Thank
Oh, I
you.
bet.
She's got headlights now.
I don't have
I,
headlights.
I won't stick around.
They
I
reused
just
those.
couldn't resist.
Well, thank you.
No,
that
is
was
so
hilarious.
funny.
Everything's milk related with her. You notice that?
Bye,
Thank
not his
you.
birthday.
my husband and I had dairy.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
We had a dairy
take your
farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bye, Jan. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. It's morning KIX 734. Here's Carrie Underwood with Church Bells on KIX 102.5. That was fun. Candy Jan. The house burn is full of shadow people, and we always have lost items just randomly show back up. See, that would freak me out, Kathy. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that.
Do what?
She's got shadow people in her house.
Yeah.
And lost things just randomly
Well,
show
just
back
keep
up.
the lights on. So we were talking about those things, that scariest things, and nobody believed you. Can you?
Yeah.
Will you mind putting that up? Or
Oh, the picture. Yeah. I'll put them up.
Randy thinks I'd say Jan thinks Randy. Candy Jan thinks Randy is milking the birthday thing. So in 2018, it says, I used to live with a golf course at the back of our house. One night in late summer, I look out the back door, and there was a white wolf standing on the other side of the fence. It was huge, not just wolf huge. She had a tree for reference next to the fence that it was standing very near to. And when she measured later, it would have been about 8 foot at the shoulder, still on all fours. That would have made the shoulder of the wolf this tall.
That's insane.
So she stared at it for like 2 minutes, turned and yelled for her mother, turned back, and it was gone. You know what I think happened?
She watched too much Twilight.
She unconsciously had stared at a wolf too long, and then when you look away and you blink real fast and you still see the after image.
She's a camera.
This one's a great one. This girl saw a man crawling into her bedroom at night. Crawling on the floor into her bedroom.
No.
She thought it was her dad trying to scare her and her brothers, which he often did. Suddenly, my dad opens his bedroom door down the hall, illuminating the hallway, which showed no one there. My dad still makes fun of me and says I made it up. But she says I clearly saw a guy on the floor crawling, a dark shadow.
Oh, that is so freaky.
This person says, I was in the junk room where we keep the dirty clothes basket, and I heard a strange noise, turned and saw a heavy piece of furniture scraping across the floor, coming right at me. It took about 10 seconds to move, maybe 6 foot, and it stopped when it touched the open door. I have no explanation for it, as it was something I couldn't have moved myself. It moved. I saw it move. There were deep scratch marks on the wooden floor where it had taken chunks out of the ground. My parents accused me of trying to cover up whatever I did to cause the scratch marks. Am I coming up with this story? I remember mine.
Hey, hold on. Which one of the things are we doing? We've got 2 things on the calendar here.
We do?
Yes. The walk or the haunted office? Which one are we doing? What do you have open?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I've got the zombie walk. The haunted office is funnier, I think, but
Okay, that's whatever
Have
one we're
that
doing.
ready.
Just lead me. We got to go. 2 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Frost this morning with sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear your actual ghost stories.
Yeah, your brushes with the supernatural, like that time that everybody forgot your birthday.
Now, Randy,
Whatever.
it's not your birthday. 623-1025 to tell us your actual ghost stories.
And we're talking, if you think something happened, maybe. We've been talking on Facebook Live, on our live video that's on the website and everywhere else, about some of these things that people know nobody believed them on.
I mean, you have an actual ghost story.
Yeah, I've actually had an encounter with, I don't know what it was. I mean, it was the specter of a woman that I saw in my mother's old farmhouse. But I had another incident that once happened where I was driving home from a girlfriend's house when I was 16 years old. And I'm driving in my dad's old farm truck. And it was one hill after another on dirt roads. And it had been storming and raining for the past 2 days. So at the bottom of each hill, there was a big, big, big puddle, that had collected.
Right, yeah.
So I'm going down this one hill, and on the hill opposite me, I see this bright, glowing image shape thing coming at me, like super fast. And I drove off the road and got stuck in the ditch. Later, I realized it was the reflection of my headlights reflecting back up on the hill.
That's not an actual ghost story, though.
To death, though. You think that's scary. If you want something scary, though, for Halloween, you don't have to look very far. Right in your own office, there are terrors to behold.
This Halloween, spend Monday through Friday at the office. Experience the terror of the printer
This thing is possessed. Paper jam? Add paper? What does it want?
and the empty coffee pot.
What kind of person doesn't make a fresh pot? It's a monster! Ah!
The office. You'll be trapped 40 hours a week for the next 30 years.
Romelda says back then it was called the spook light, Randy.
That wasn't the spook light. I mean, it was my headlights.
It was you.
But it freaked me out. I remember just, how, have you ever had a feeling of terror where everything just shut down? I mean, literally brain, breathing, heart rate, everything just stopped. That's, that happened to me in that moment because this massive glowing thing, I didn't know what it was. And it had just caught so perfectly on the puddle, which was a huge puddle down at the bottom. It was really flooded and had reflected back up. And it was coming down at the same speed I was moving. and I'm like, swerved and drove off the road, got stuck.
Kathy says also lived in Carthage, saw a soldier standing at the fence one day.
What fence? What one day?
That's her actual ghost story. She saw a soldier. Was it like a full formed soldier?
No, just half of him.
Because I heard that's a thing. Like ghosts can
An
only
arm.
use so much energy to form, like take on physical form.
We're applying rules to ghosts that to creatures we don't even know exist, much less the.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy says when my mom passed away, her clock stopped on the time she passed. Oh, that's so creepy. Her touch me light kept flashing. We unplugged it.
Yep. That's enough of that crap.
It's like she was trying to talk to you or something. Want to see a little hippie, Megan? Yes, please.
Oh, my nose.
I'm telling you.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you know there's also things that you can stick up your nose and you can suck out the snot?
Well, yeah, for little kids, that's all you
Why
can
can't
use.
you do it for your nose?
I mean, I guess you could. The little bulb things that you use. on
Oh, look at Megan. This is her holding her cousin.
Oh, wow. Somewhere I have a picture, it's at home, of me and my sister and my little brother, and she has dressed us up.
Yeah.
And I was the devil. And my little brother was a clown.
Oh, my gosh. Megan, that is adorable.
What we ought to do is do a picture of when you were a kid. Halloween pictures when you were a kid.
Share your childhood Halloween pictures.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have it. I mean, I know there's some at my dad's house somewhere.
I have one. The ones I had when I was a teenager are, they're too horrific. They're not cute at all. Like the one of pulling the eyeball out of my face. And it really looks like I'm pulling it out. I mean, the skin is pulling out and everything. And
Gross.
I was into all that. I think that picture is actually on Facebook.
You gonna pull it up?
Oh, let me see.
It was a Confederate soldier just standing there like he was guarding something.
Was he bored? Maybe he's waiting on a ride.
That is creepy, Kathy.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
There's Candy Jan. Can Jan send those photos to my Facebook?
Well, they're on our Facebook page. If you want to go, you can share them. They're on KIX's Facebook.
Okay.
They're already up.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Candy Jan. Have a great day.
You too. And happy birthday, Randy.
Thank
Not
you,
his birthday.
Jan.
Bye, Jan.
Bye.
Let me see. Yep, here it is.
Oh, take the third camera down, Randy.
Oh, sorry.
Put the shot back up. Trick or treat.
So it's a picture of a picture.
Tabitha said trick or treat. What you got?
I've got Chips Ahoy, Reese's flavored Chips Ahoy from Candy Jan. Let me see if I can find it over here.
Thank you, Candy Jan. I don't have any ghost stories like that.
Okay.
At least not that I've ever been aware of.
This is me working on Candy's face. Wait a minute. Why isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Scroll. It won't scroll.
Wow,
Wow. Facebook is so stupid.
what a great picture, Randy.
Yeah, I know. It won't move. Oh, my gosh. So dumb. Okay, where's the media? And then I get to change that. Windows Capture 3. Properties. There you go. So I'm working on her nose, building that out. She was a witch. Oh, sorry. That's some old pictures. Let's get rid of those.
Look at you!
Now, that's scary. Where did it go? This was a prosthesis mask. So in other words, I could talk and eat around it and stuff.
Creepy.
And this is the one I'm pulling literally the eye. Those are worms coming out of that eye.
Ew.
And if you could see.
That's a little nasty.
Wow. Facebook. You were so stupid.
Down at Stella, after they took the old hospital down, they say they see a woman walking around looking for her baby she lost. They both died when she was having her baby. Oh,
By
gosh.
the way, that's my hair. That's not a wig.
Randy, that's
Nose
nasty.
Is off. No, this is an eyeball right down here on my lower cheek that had slid out, and it's very blurry because of the picture, but that was very, very realistic looking.
How long did it take you to do that?
About 3 hours.
Jeez. I had a ghost as a young boy that would jump on my bed while I was sleeping, or he would play with the radio.
What happened to this?
Y'all, so creepy.
Why is it there? Man.
Yeah, you need to scroll.
Huh?
You need to scroll.
Right there? No, this needs to move down. There. And it's supposed to be transparent.
If you want, Jen, I will send some shadow people to you. So, no,
Yeah, do it. Do
thank
it,
you,
do it.
Kathy, but
Do it.
I'm good.
She's really bored here lately.
You know, it's all good. You can hang on to your shadow people. They would have no fun at my house. The door's locked. None for me. I'm driving.
No more for me. I'm driving.
Randy, we're going in 30 seconds.
That did weird.
That did weird.
It sure did.
I think we need to pull this restream chat, make that one bigger, because that's where everyone is today. 13 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast and 4 states news in just 11 minutes. It's going to be cold tonight for trick-or-treating.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear your actual ghost stories.
623-1025 to text or tell us about your brushes with the supernatural.
Happy Halloween! I'm so excited for today.
Jen dressed up today.
I did. I'm an e-girl, I guess, is what we're going to call it. I have the blue wig on, the beanie, the heart on my face, the big lashes.
To me, the most terrifying part, though, is the mask.
I'm not wearing a mask. You're so rude.
Whoa.
Don't look at me like that.
Jeez.
Randy.
Well, it is Halloween tonight, so if there was one time of the year appropriate to have that kind of face on, I think tonight is the night.
So
Jen.
rude.
You're so scary. Cause I'm bright. It's time to eat some candy cause it's Halloween tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress it nice. It's time to carve a pumpkin cause it's Halloween tonight. Your kid got so much candy, he's got more than enough.
So when it's finally bedtime, you eat his Reese's Cups.
It's time to trick or treat now. The most sensational, deviational, celebrational, informational. This is why we call it Halloween.
It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
Heather, was that you? The picture that you sent? Sorry. Heather, was that picture that you sent, was that you or was that Carol Ann?
I thought you meant the farting noise.
Was that you?
Randy,
did you do that?
Why are you calling out Heather like that?
Well, smeller's the feller.
I can't even get messages to open. What picture are you talking about?
She sent me a picture of a little girl in a Halloween costume.
Gotcha. It's a Halloween tonight.
Exactly it. Oh, look at this.
Oh, wait, I got it too.
No, come here, look at this. This is me and my daughter.
Oh, it's strawberry shortcake.
So she couldn't get any of her friends to go trick-or-treating with her one year, so I agreed to go with her. So she went and got me the costume and made me wear it.
Adorable. Oh, Heather says it's her.
Oh. This is me and Lauren.
Oh, my gosh. That's great. She's a fox.
I forgot about that.
Randy.
Yep.
She's a fox. It was foreshadowing.
Yeah, I guess so. Should have seen the warning.
And are you Baby Yoda?
I'm Yoda. It was before Baby Yoda. It was before Baby Yoda.
Why didn't you green your neck?
Because it was enough. I'd had enough at that point. You can tell I'm done with the whole process. It was about 11 o'clock by the time we got done. There was like only 2 or 3 places to go.
And so then what did you guys do?
We went and trick-or-treated a couple of houses and then went home. Yep.
People were still accepting you?
There were a few people we knew.
They weren't like, get off my lawn. like I have a hair. First official hard freeze. Right. I know. There were a bunch of partially scraped windshields when I was driving this morning. People were not ready for that. I'm lucky that my car has got a decent defroster and all that stuff on it. Because the Honda was a little weak. So it happened more than once where I'd have to scrape it and then
Love
pull
my
over and
remote
scrape
start.
again. I wish I had remote start.
So when I go out to the garage, it's already warm.
You don't really have to deal with frost in the garage, though.
No, but still a cold vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that expensive. I mean, and the places that do put them in usually charge way more than they're worth. You can get one for $150. You can buy one for about $60 if you want to put it in yourself. But you need to be pretty handy to be able to do that.
I'm very handy.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you do it. But there are places that will do it even cheaper than that. I think mine, which has got a lot of other features on it, including the security system, was about $200.
That's not that bad.
It makes a great, great gift, Christmas gift, or, great idea.
Mm-hmm.
They don't work well on Toyotas. They do work, but not well. So with the Toyota, when you start it, like my wife's just got the keyless entry system, we'll shut the whole thing off when she opens the door.
Weird. Why?
Because with the keyless entry, it's set to override the way the security works on it, because there's no key to put in to shut off the automatic start system. Within most of them, you put your key in and turn it over to on, and that shuts off the remote start. So it's already running, but it turns that part of the system off. And because of the keyless entry, there is no key to put in. So when you put your hand on the door handle to open the keyless entry, that shuts it off. And it also shuts off the vehicle, unfortunately.
Happy Halloween, Kinda.
There are remote starts for keyless entry that don't do that, but I think Toyota owns the patent on them.
Have a good one, Melissa.
To get a Toyota remote start is about $600-700.
Jimmy says her son put one in his car and it was easy.
Yeah. Some people who are a little handy with electronic stuff in the vehicles, it's not that big of a deal.
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Nearly as justifiably expensive as what the car audio places want to charge you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of, my wife offered me for my birthday today to buy me a new car stereo system, which I've been wanting for a long, long time. My stereo in my truck is just worn out. Sounds awful. So at least get new speakers. So I've been pricing them at different locations online, trying to find, but I don't know. I know a lot about audio, but not car audio.
Right.
So there is a RMS wattage range that you want to exist in. So what kind of speakers work with what kind of stereo? I don't know what the wattage is on my existing stereo. There are 2 speakers in each door in the front and 1 speaker in the door in the back. The one in the back is a big round one. The one in the front is a 6x9. Then there's a little tweeter.
A tweeter?
Yeah, little tweeter up in the top part of the door, a small speaker. I don't know if those are crossed over.
Tweeting all day, twittering.
If they're full range, what the distribution for the wattage
Tweety
is,
bird.
how that works off the stereo. I'd like to get a new stereo, something with like Android Auto in it. I like the Android Auto we have in our KIX vehicle.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
You have to plug in to connect to the Android Auto, but I've done that a few times, and it is really cool how it works.
So does it? Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Brings up your a condensed version of your phone.
That's what it is for Apple too.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Dustin.
Happy Halloween.
You ever seen a ghost before, Dustin? Dustin.
You have?
You have seen ghosts?
What happened when he saw the ghost?
Saw a little boogie. That's, see? Terrifying.
That's pretty spot on.
Scary.
Are you going trick-or-treating tonight?
Going? Are you taking your girlfriend's friends with you?
What are you going to dress up as?
As Garth, of course.
Of
Go
course.
stand outside the fire because that's how you keep from getting burned.
Is Alicia going to go as Trisha Yearwood? You don't know. Okay. Well, you want to hear some Garth this morning? All right, Dustin. We'll see
give
what we
that
can
girl
do for
some
you.
X's and O's.
Have a great Halloween.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, his reaction to the ghost, that was great. Ah!
Okay. Tabitha had a ghost. It was a young boy that would jump on her bed while she was sleeping, or he would play the radio. How helpful.
I already read that one. You're right behind.
I'm reading it again. You do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I pay attention.
Huh?
You just go off into exactly.
I don't know why the KIX chat liners are suddenly not fitting. Why is it not showing all the comments?
I think you need to pull it down.
That's all there is. It hides them. That's the very top. See how it's cutting that off?
And then on the left side.
Pull it down on the left side. What does that mean?
I mean, on the video.
On the video. Okay. More?
And then scroll it up. Does that work? Hold on, we got to go 3 seconds. Frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. Frost again tonight, low 20s. Frost tomorrow morning, sunshine, upper 40s for Wednesday. And Thursday, more sunshine and a little bit warmer, highs in the mid 50s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything over the 4 states.
27 in Seneca, 29 in Pittsburgh, 29 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app.
So we're talking today about your actual ghost stories, your brushes with the supernatural, whatever it may have been. We want to know about it.
Call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
Here's Dustin Lynch.
On KIX 102.5.
How did it get all wappajawed?
I don't know. I don't know what happened with this. But you're saying do that. So if I pull it down and then scroll up, that does absolutely nothing.
Why is it so condensed now?
Because I made it smaller to fit to try to be able to see all of the message.
Oh, okay.
If I make it larger, then it goes outside of that bound.
I just don't understand why we're having issues with it all of a sudden.
Well, part of it is this.
We're getting a phone call, too. I know. Jen pay attention, but Randy doesn't pay. I know.
Huh?
Exactly. He's making my point for me.
I'm gonna delete this. Remove and redo. Yes, I want to make sure. Which means I got to rebuild it on all of the others.
Hey, good morning, Pam Cossie. Happy Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's her holiday, all right.
You're always picking on Pam Cossie. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about all real monsters in so long.
Window capture.
There you go.
And it says website chat. Okay, now with this, I can control it. So by doing this, I think that looks better. I've got to move it to the back, though.
It is. Are our windows matching? Or are they lined up on the right side? Okay. How did it? Right. How did it get so goofy?
Thank you, Pam. What'd you get me?
It's not his birthday. It's not your birthday. So, what are your actual ghost stories? You can let us know at 623-1025.
One time, Pam Cossey.
The phone's still ringing.
Oh. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
My ghost story is a freaky one because have you ever seen the movie of the Phantom of the Opera?
Yes.
You know that little monkey with the tambourine?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah.
And we had a ghost, and we didn't know what was going on, and we went to look to put this thing out because the thing was going off. I mean, just tambourine away, and then we finally looked, and it was underneath the bed. We grabbed the hold up to pull the batteries out, and there were no batteries in it.
Oh, creepy.
Those things are just scary anyway.
Yeah, I told her she's getting rid of it. She said, but I had it since I got child. I'm like,
Nope.
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 Go bury it in the backyard.
All these children's toys that make noise are a big mistake. I never forget. I was up in the middle of the night one time going to the bathroom, and from my daughter's toy box, I hear, "Say hello to Daddy." And, it was, I have never peed so freely before as I did that night.
Well, I had one other one where it was the same house, and we were wrapping Christmas underneath the Christmas tree, and I bought my kids 2 remote control trucks.
Uh-huh.
Well, I was charging the battery up on top of the entertainment center, and we're just wrapping away, drinking wine, and I was drinking beer, just wrapping away, and all of a sudden these trucks just take a shot across the living room.
Boom.
And then you burn the house down.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't do that, but yeah, I told her, I said, she needs to start moving this ghost away.
Thanks for calling.
Have a great day. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, she had this little thing she pushed around, and it had a steering wheel, and one it said, "Mommy loves you," and the other one said, "Say hello to Daddy." And it was just this weird, "Say hello to Daddy," almost threatening,
You
Better say hello to Daddy.
Okay. If you run out of candy, sweet baby Jesus, don't pass out soy sauce packets. Okay, thanks. Did you have something happen, Megan, once upon a time?
Uh-huh. Do you hear me? Uh-huh.
We kind of sound like a monkey.
Uh-huh. Apparently you didn't see it.
It took me a second. Here we go. It's 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
Frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
Well, that's scary.
What is?
What is butt sunshine?
No. It's not but sunshine.
You
I was
just
using but as
said
a conjunction.
Butt sunshine
hot
for the rest of
sunshine.
the afternoon.
Randy, that's not what I meant, and you know it.
Better get the toilet paper out. There's going to be butt sunshine everywhere.
Randy, we're talking about your actual ghost story. 623-1025 to let us know.
Butt sunshine.
Here's Nate Smith.
KIX 102.5. Butt sunshine. Ooh.
I keep spitting on myself.
I know.
That's what's scary. Yeah, don't do that voice again, Randy. That's right, Megan.
No. Go bury it in the backyard. Oh. No. Go bury it in the backyard. All these children's toys that make noise are a big mistake. I've never forget. Tenses. Big mistake. I was up in the middle of the night one time going to the bathroom, and from my daughter's toy box, I hear, "Say hello to Daddy." And, I heard. I have never. Is that delayed laughter on all of our parts? I think so.
Oh, I wish I could just type in.
Well, now with this keyboard, you can.
No, like you can't just type in fox and a fox emoji pops up on Facebook. It's not intuitive like that.
Way too easy.
I don't want a button, Facebook.
Maybe you should have one.
Frost on the pumpkin tonight. That's right.
Did you read Becky's story?
Yes, Becky, that's so creepy. It's crazy to me that things like that actually happen. You know?
I am about as unsuperstitious of a person, I think,
Which
as
is
there
weird
is.
to me because you've actually seen something allegedly.
And again, there are things I just believe that we don't understand. We don't know. I don't believe it was the person's spirit wandering the earth. Okay, let me be clear about that. Do not believe in that at all.
What do you think it was?
I think it was residue.
What does that mean?
I believe that there is emotional energy, and this has been proven numerous times. Like my instructor, my martial arts instructor, could be behind you and could push with this aggression. They call it Bushido in martial arts, and you could feel him. So he'd be like, when you feel me doing something, raise your hand. And he could go like this and not touch you, and you'd put your hand up. The whole crowd could see. Mm-hmm. And I can do it a little bit. I've demonstrated that to you. Mm-hmm. You can feel that. So I believe there are forms of emotional energy that are not immediately perceptible with our human perceptions, our senses.
Okay. Well, then how do we see it as a person?
So I believe that a person can leave this after a long time there, or maybe a great emotional experience.
Okay.
Can leave this, let's call it residue, in a place. So something severely traumatic happened somewhere. You might see something that is reflected from that experience. Mm-hmm. Or maybe someone was at a place for a very long time and leaves almost, like a odor of themselves. Mm-hmm. An odor you can't see, but you can tangibly perceive it.
Right.
So I believe the same thing can happen. And I believe some people are more in tune to that than others. And I don't know what all the rules are. There aren't any because we don't understand those things. But I believe that I saw the residue, for want of a better word, of whoever this person was. This house was over 100 years old. No idea who she was or what it represented. I didn't feel any threat, any fear whatsoever. I needed to pee really bad. I remember that. And I was mostly unconscious. I mean, I was barely awake. There's also the possibility that I dreamed it, but I don't believe so. I don't think I would have remembered it.
So how does emotional energy take on the form of a person, though?
Well, okay, how do I say this? When you look in the water and you see someone's reflection, that's not necessarily a person that you see on the reflection of the water or in a mirror. That is KIX 102.5.
The 4 states #1 for country.
what you're seeing is a reflection of the light off of that person, right?
Sure.
So what if it was a reflection of emotional energy off of a particular person? And while a reflection goes away as soon as the light or the person goes away, maybe the emotional energy stays. I don't know. But I mean, in cases of poltergeists, those can sometimes be caused by the person still being alive there. We've heard instances of children who were abused, this emotional energy causing stuff to move, telekinetic energy. Studies have been done on telekinetic energy. It's never been scientifically set as a fact, but it's pretty much accepted that, and nobody understands it, but those things do exist in some situations. Yeah, Megan's seen some stuff, heard some stuff, and smelled about everything. So maybe that's what and this is just me supposing. So, I walked down that hall. Part of the deal, too, was that I wasn't wearing my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
It was the middle of the night, and I was stumbling my way along, and I'm almost blind. But even with that, I could clearly see and identify what it was. There's no question. Woman, long white gown, just kind of floating, hovering, blonde hair, even though it wasn't color, it was almost all white and glowing. But I could tell she was blonde. I could tell she was wearing a white gown dress thing with a high collar. So it was like turn of the century, Victorian, late Victorian. And I just looked at her, and she just kind of looked at me almost as if, you walk into a room and someone's already in there. That you don't know. A stranger's in there. Maybe you come into a store. There's someone there. You just politely look at them, go about your business. And that's kind of what we did. She looked over at me. I looked over at her. I stood there for a minute. She continued on her way into the kitchen. I went on around to the bathroom. When I got done, I could tell she had walked. So I went over to look in the kitchen, and I see her look back at me and go right through the back door outside. And that was it. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
For us this morning, sunshine, though, in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
So today we are talking about your brushes with the supernatural.
No, your actual ghost stories.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Ghost stories, whatever it was. Maybe you don't believe in ghosts, but you experienced something and could not explain it. We want you to tell us about that.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What was your actual ghost story?
I was at a T-shirt cemetery,
Uh-huh.
and I took my daughter out there. We was doing some EVPs and everything out there.
Did you just say you were doing PCP out there in the cemetery?
Yeah, that's illegal to do PCP.
You'll get brain damage.
Anyway, we was doing the EVP session and
there he
everything
goes.
over. We left that night, went back and played the recording on it, and we said a prayer at that little girl's grave. You hear me say amen, you hear my daughter say amen, and then a few seconds later you hear another amen.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
No. Wait a minute. Do you have footage of that?
I had the recording still.
Yeah, you should share a link to that in the comments on our topic post over on Facebook.
That'd be awesome.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
What is your actual ghost story?
Me and my mom both see ghosts, and we were up late one night, and we saw this gray cat walking across our living room floor. Well, our cat is black.
So apparently he had gotten into the bleach.
No, because it walked straight through a wall.
My cat does that too, usually after he's been medicated.
You know what? I think that's after you've been medicated, Randy.
There goes the cat again. Wait until he starts singing. It's annoying. What's your actual ghost story?
Well, it's not mine, it's my mom. When she was a teenager, one of her closest friends died, and one night she heard a knocking at the door, and she just knew in her heart that it was her friend.
Because she knocked like this.
Did she go look at the door to see if anybody was there?
No, she was too scared.
You know, that's crazy, though. It could have been Ed McMahon and the Publishers Clearinghouse.
She could have won a free car. Someone could have been giving away cars.
That's happened to me twice, you know. And I didn't answer the door either time.
Have you ever had a run-in with ghosts?
Have you ever seen the movie Phantom of the Opera?
Yes.
You know that little monkey with the tambourines?
Yeah.
It's like a toy. Well, we had one thing was going off. I mean, just tambourine away. And then we finally looked and it was underneath the bed. We grabbed a hold of it to pull the batteries out, and there were no batteries in it.
Oh, creepy. Go bury it in the backyard.
All these children's toys that make noise are a big mistake. I was up in the middle of the night one time going to the bathroom, and from my daughter's toy box, I hear, "Say hello to Daddy." I have never peed so freely before as I did that night. Tell us about your encounter with the supernatural.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
It's the 4 states #1 for scary.
That was eerie. You want those beds in at the other places too? Beans and weenies.
So, I don't know what that woman was.
Yeah.
Or maybe, there is the possibility that I dreamed it, that I, was in a semi-conscious state and imagined the whole thing. But I don't think so because I remembered it so clearly. And I mentioned it to my mother the next morning. I was like, I saw a woman in here. She goes, oh, yeah. She goes, Mike, her husband at the time, it was his house, said has seen her numerous times, said I've seen her twice. And then, my mom's not one of these people like that either. And I don't know about Mike. I didn't know him that well at that time. And what, Megan? So when Mike died, about a year after Mike had died, my mother had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And they put her in the hospital. Well, she had been taken by ambulance to the hospital. She was fine. She recovered, lived another 20 years and before she died. And my little brother and his wife and their 2 boys went and stayed that night at her house to get everything in order.
Right.
Make sure everything was taken care of. And they stayed that night at the house, and they put a pallet down in the living room to sleep on, for all 4 of them to sleep on in the living room.
Yeah.
And they had a coffee table that they had scooted over out of the way. And in the middle of the night, my brother's wife rolls over and sees a little boy on the other side of the coffee table looking under it.
Ah!
And he was like, she said he looked like, like off of Little House on the Prairie, had the round brimmed hat with the big, round crowned hat with the big bill. And he was dressed all in black, like 1800s looking.
Oh, creepy.
And was looking at her and said the look of maliciousness and hate that he had on his face was just pure evil. Mm-hmm. And she screamed. My brother wakes up and there's no one there.
Mm-hmm.
And she freaks out. She says, we're leaving right now. I just saw. And she tells him what she saw. And she is a little bit flighty. So he's like, Lisa, calm down. There's nothing going on. You didn't see anything. And she's insistent we are leaving. So he's getting everything together. He's taking the dishes from when they had eaten supper earlier into the kitchen, dumping them. And he sees the boy that she had described outside the kitchen window over the sink looking in at him. And he's like, we left right then.
That is creepy.
So, and my brother is not one. He does not believe in anything supernatural at all, So that was a big, big admission for him.
Mm-hmm.
That house later burned down.
Happy Halloween, Kathy.
My sister-in-law, she thinks that was the ghost of Mike when he was a little boy, and he was angry that my mother had a stroke and that no one was watching or there with her or taking care of her. So that's just what she thought. And I was like, well, you got a guilty conscience because, mom is fine. Nobody knew she had any proclivity for a stroke or anything. She was still working
right
at that time.
Mm. The fox said butt sunshine. Thank you, guys.
But sunshine.
What does the fox say?
But sunshine.
But sunshine.
Guess it's better than butt darkness.
Wait till you guys see our Twisted Takes Tuesday for today. I think it goes up around 9 or something like that. So I like this lipstick, but it's being very PC. And I feel like it's just becoming a mess. Oh my gosh. When are you going to share in the wedding group the info about the bridal shower? I talked to my sister about it briefly 2 nights ago. And she mentioned doing something early afternoon. They're still looking for an event space. They're looking at Madison Suite in Webb. They're looking at Joplin Avenue Coffee in Joplin. And they're also looking at like one of a conference room or whatever in one of the hotels that either they're going to stay at or I've got some friends coming to town that they're going to stay at. So I don't know that a time is really going to be solidified until they do that. But they did mention after the bridal shower, taking an hour or 2 to go get ready and then meeting for dinner around 6 and then going to either their hotel room or if they're getting an Airbnb, we'll go there and start the evening, if
So
you
you
will.
got to hear this.
And I will message you guys. There is a theme, she said.
My buddy Andy Redfield, who does the heavy metal versions of songs,
Mm-hmm.
has done Richmond, north of Richmond. And that is not it.
Beautiful.
This is it. Come look at the video. I don't like his screamy ones. He has much better ones.
That was fun.
I've shown you some of his others. Yeah. Oh, that's Dream.
And I knew about this before. I didn't know that you knew him.
Yeah. Baby. This is actually really good. He's got a version of that's not Screamer. And he does, like he takes heavy metal ones and turns them into less angry version. I like the ones where he leaves the original vocal. How to turn a fart into music. Blue suede shoes. If it's not Screamer. It's not the original vocals. Symphony regular version. Oh. Ushers. It's no good unless he does the original vocal. Dang it. Radio Disney versions.
Oh, Megan, I love that. Oh, seg.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know your actual ghost stories.
623-1025. Here's Lady A.
On KIX. I'm saving that picture. I like that one.
So the Goop Christmas 2023 catalog is out.
Yay! Okay, I love this. It's always so ridiculous.
Stupid.
Okay,
So
what is
stupid.
it?
Okay.
What we got?
They have the, let's start here at the top. Tracy Anderson's Wooden Home Gym. It's a gem made out of wood, not metal. Actually, calling it a gem is kind of stretching it. You get a nice looking wooden box for step-ups and supported wooden planks. A wooden staff, which clicks into a socket in the box for who knows why. The wooden staff also dumbbells as a barbell, but being that the entire package only weighs 65 pounds, you won't be buying it for weight training. Total cost, $2,700.
Yikes.
The Viome Full Body Intelligence Test.
Viome?
Yeah,
Viome.
you mail your own blood, stool, and saliva samples to Viome, which analyzes how your genes and your microbiomes are expressed in your body. Then they make the actionable recommendations for a healthier lifestyle. Goop also has a disclaimer that this product has not been evaluated by the U.S. FDA and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. $400. Roman and Williams Guild KH Wirt Stoneware Teapot. It is a ceramic teapot about this big, dishwasher safe for about $465.
Jeez.
There is the Leith the Fieldhouse Microgreen Grow System. You get a tray, small bag of soil, and a grow light, and 6 different types of seed. Broccoli, arugula, radish, pea shoot, sunflower, and medley. You can grow microgreens on your kitchen countertop and sprinkle on top of salads in a week or 2, or buy them at the store for $1.50. This costs $295.
Wow.
Water Rower Ergonomic Rowing Machine. It's a rowing machine made of wood, and the resistance comes from a rope attached to a paddle inside a plastic tank that you fill with water. Cost $2,099. Water not included. The
Yikes.
Bana Self-Care Towel Set. Very, very soft towels. You get a bath mat, a normal size towel, and a hand towel and a washcloth. $220 for the set.
No.
The Soraya Spa Panchakarma Wellness Retreat. I've wanted to
Panchakarma.
A stay at the Santa Monica Spa will cost no more than $1,000 for 1 day and nearly $30,000 for the 28-day visit.
$30,000. Oh, my gosh.
Includes massage, saunas, and other holistic practices.
Why would you stay there for a month?
I don't know.
All right,
There's
here we
the Gong Exploration Workshop. Find your perfect gong with a one-on-one guidance from a gong master for $2,000.
Gong.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:35.
Some frost this morning, but sunshine in the afternoon. Highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
It is going to be a cold one tonight. It's supposed to get down below 20 degrees for your trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, it's going to be frosty tonight. They're talking a wind chill right around 18. Could be as low as 13 even. So bundle up tonight. Maybe even not go out when it gets real dark out. It's going to be just really cold.
Might want to find an indoor event for them to be a part of.
Which
maybe.
there are a lot of things going on indoors tonight.
There are a lot. If you just look around a little bit, you'll be able to find them. Right off the top of my head, I know James River Church has their October 31st party, which is free and is all indoors. So there's a lot of stuff going on at that.
Do you know what time that one starts at?
I think 6 o'clock.
I know they're really good about updating their Facebook page. So if you want to
Yeah.
go to that one, go to their Facebook page and they'll give you all the details there.
We're talking today about your actual ghost stories.
You know, your brushes with the supernatural.
Whatever it might have been.
You can call or text to let us know at 623-1025.
What was your ghost story?
I have a ghost story for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
When I was a little girl, we moved into this house, and in my bedroom, I could plug in like my curling iron or my hair dryer, and they wouldn't work.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Randy, shut up and let her finish her story.
I could take them to any other room, and they'd work.
But in that one, they wouldn't.
But they wouldn't, and I could plug anything else up in that one.
You had faulty wiring!
Well, sometimes it'd feel like someone was touching me, and nobody'd be there.
That was Uncle Larry. Yeah. I wouldn't have wanted to go in that house either, man.
What's your actual ghost story?
We moved into this house, and it was built in the 20s. Our son, he's a year and a half old. His toys randomly turn on in the middle of the night. My husband and I never feel anything.
Yeah, marriages can get that way sometimes.
Randy?
Our son, though, he'll wake up screaming bloody murder and telling me that there's, like, somebody there. He won't go back in his room.
When my children were very small, they had those toys that they put in their toy box, and they would sometimes put them in there where stuff would shift around. I will not tolerate that. I was like, nope, let's get rid of all the toys that make noise.
Anything with batteries has got to go.
Now, I buy those exact same toys for their children.
That's what a grandpa's supposed to do.
No, that's not the word we use.
Sorry, dude.
The dude.
The dude does that.
The dude
That's right.
abides with the toys that make noise.
What is your actual ghost story?
Right after I had my daughter, I always thought that somebody was watching me.
That was Uncle Larry.
No, I think it was her grandma. And I'm in the shower, and I go to check on her, and I see somebody, and my husband's not home yet, and this is late at night. And I get out of the shower, nobody's there, and I saw a white figure like you were saying, Randy, and it had blonde hair, just like my mother-in-law did.
That's the one I saw! That's the one I saw! Are we related?
No, not that I'm aware of.
No, thank God.
Hey.
The creepiest part about it is, as soon as she turned 6 months and started talking, we never told her grandmother's name. All of a sudden, she said Linda.
Linda.
And that was her grandma's name.
It's a weird first word for a baby.
No, I just got goosebumps.
Linda, lick it. Lick it. Lick it. If you get close, you can't even get them. You can burn your butt.
So apparently this is common across many children.
It's either Linda or Uncle Larry, I guess.
Or look it.
Or look it.
What was the ghost that you saw, or whatever it was?
When I used to live in Chicago, me and my wife, we moved into an apartment, and about 3 o'clock every morning, everything in the kitchen would end up in the middle of the kitchen floor.
Nuh-uh.
This ghost ended up moving with us 3 different times, and at the third place, when we moved in, the dog kept barking at this point in the wall. We couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. The dog kept barking and barking, and ended up chewing a hole in the wall. So we had to call the landlord over to fix the drywall and everything. Well, we went out grocery shopping, came back, and there was police tape and everything all over our apartment building. We go in there was a human skull in the wall.
Gross.
Time to go. Time to move out of there.
And that's when we moved down here to Missouri.
Right on. Left the dog there.
So smart.
And the skull.
What is your actual ghost story?
You can text or tell us yours at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
We're so
stupid.
Irreverent to every story. Faulty wiring.
Look it, Linda.
Look it.
Linda, look it. All right, so you were telling us about Goop.
Oh, yeah, back to Goop.
Back to Goop.
So, they have the Vesper 2 vibrator on a necklace, for those
Wait.
unplanned moments.
Is that really what it is?
$165.
On a necklace? Why has it got to be on a necklace?
So you have it somewhere to carry it, so you can rip it loose quickly when you need it. Chanel roller skates, $5,125. For the budget conscious, they have a pack of 3 Lux brand pickleballs, $15.
We're getting a phone call.
Therapy Notebooks Build a Habit Guide, $28. Every day, the journal prompts you to answer the same questions. Did you complete your habits today? How do you feel about having completed or not completed your habit today? Hi there, Morning Kicks. Yeah, what's yours?
Little Valley, Utah, when I was 10 years old, we lived on this little old farm. We moved in with a basement house, and my bed faced the sliding glass door, and there was a dude that would just pound on the glass door and wake me up, and he'd wave and wave and wave. We'll come to find out, after we found out who owned the house before us, they told us that somebody had died in a combine. When they were cleaning out the combine, he got sucked into it. The dude, after I explained it to him, they said, yeah, that's Frank. No, he was the combine guy. He had gotten killed there, and he always stayed there.
Yeeks. Yep. That's no, I'm not having none of that.
So Frank just wanted to come say hi.
Yeah. You remember that video game I showed you with the guy waving and then he pulls
it was so creepy. He
That's
pulls out
what
the
I
game and
think
attacks
of.
him.
That's what I think of.
No.
Yeah. Thanks for calling. Yeah, that video game that I showed you guys with the guy looking in the window and he taps on the glass and waves at the boy and then pull. Yeah, that whole thing. No. Nope. That still bothers me.
That whole thing was just a lot. I know, a necklace, right?
Yeah. So they've got a few others on here in the budget conscious. North Spore, grown your own lion's mane mushroom kit, $30, includes mushroom spores and a block of sawdust.
Cool.
The Dirty Santa candle, $70.
Just what everybody needs.
Suits me. Well, it isn't Christmas until Santa brings the vibrator on a necklace.
I just don't understand why it's got to be like out there for everybody to see on a necklace. Just put it in your purse.
What's that right there,
or
Linda?
Or just save it for home.
I guess that one's for people who made the naughty list.
That's funny.
You could buy something from Goop or, and hear me out on this, or you could give the money to the poor and the needy. But that's Goop. Your move, Oprah.
Hers are normally slightly better, right?
The one to look for is the Neiman Marcus catalog. That's the one that's insane.
Okay, let's see. 2023 Goop gift guides.
The Neiman Marcus is the one that has the, like, $22 billion for this or for that or whatever.
Oh, you can buy a travel set of perfume for $35.
Oh, this is really good. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Sweden's tourist board has noticed that many people get it confused with Switzerland, so I don't feel so bad. So, and I know what you're thinking. Sweden's not Switzerland? But no, it is not.
Sweden, Switzerland, oof.
They're different countries. So each year, 120,000 people Google whether Sweden and Switzerland are the same country. So to help dispel with the confusion, the tourist board has launched a humorous new campaign. The Visit Sweden website has detailed in some ways which the two countries differ. If you like historic banks, head to Switzerland. That's a Swiss bank. But if you prefer strolling down beaches and sandbanks, visit Sweden. They have 48,000 kilometers of coastline and wild archipelagos.
Archipelago?
And in Switzerland, you can enjoy some spectacular light shows made with projections and LEDs. But in Sweden, they have the Northern Lights. While Switzerland is a country of many interesting sounds like yodeling and cowbells, Sweden is a place of peace and quiet where you can wind down and connect with nature. And come to Sweden, where we'll treat you like family, but head for Switzerland, where we'll crack your kneecaps with a crowbar.
Man.
I don't know. Thanks, Visit Sweden. You've made the place sound smorgasbording. Nothing about the cheese, meatballs, or Swiss Miss hot chocolate. Where's the effort?
Megan says, what have you got a toolbox? Clone a Willy on a string, tallywhacker?
Hey, stop it! Not necessary. And on my birthday of all days.
Not your birthday. That's so great.
Well, people will never mix up Switzerland and Swaziland again.
That's pretty good.
Sorry, I meant to say Switzerland and Suriname.
Suriname.
That's their name now.
Okay. Let me do this thing.
Oh. We got new liners.
Yay!
One for country. Hey, it's Tim McGraw. The four states number one for country. Hey, this is Dylan Scott. The four states number one for country.
Hey, y'all, I'm Kelsey Ballerini.
Okay, those are the main ones. Next, Bill.
I'm
He
texting.
says the morning show concept scripts I've requested are on their way. I thought I'd requested some.
I thought you did that a while ago.
Oh, it's at the beginning of this month. So they're usually work on them during the month, and then we get them at the very end.
Today is the end of the month.
So he said they're coming. They sent me some time change sweepers, but I've already got stuff in place for those. Thanksgiving, we've got a bunch in place. At work sweepers. I don't like those because I have to time restrict them. So I don't think I'm going to get any of these others.
Yeah.
I may save them for possible rotation later, but I don't feel like what we have is burned.
Mm-mm.
Only plays once a year.
When does our Twisted Takes Tuesday? I think it posted 9. Okay, I'm done. You're welcome. Twisted Takes Tuesday is at 9:20. Oh gosh, that picture's terrifying. 9:24.
Don't waste your time. She's overdoing it.
Why do you gotta do that?
I don't know why she does it so hard.
She's lovely. I like Lainey Wilson a lot.
She is flavorful.
Flavorful? Why do you gotta use flavorful to describe her? That's so strange.
It is. I wish she wasn't so flavorful.
Why would you stop that? Oh, we gotta go!
KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:50.
For us this morning, sunshine though in the afternoon, highs in the low 40s. It's 29 in Joplin.
Morning KIX Takeover Halloween edition, getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
Go on the KIX app and vote for the songs that you want us to play back for you.
It'll be really scary when we do.
So we're talking about, speaking of scary, your actual ghost stories.
And we want to know about your brush with the supernatural. Whatever it may have been, maybe you can't explain it.
623-1025.
Okay, that is a little too far. That's too terrifying. Don't ever do that voice ever again.
You're welcome.
Stop that right now. What's your scary story?
Randy, I encounter the supernatural at least once a day, every day of my life.
Oh, man, how does it happen and how do you live through it?
Well, at 6:30 every morning, I roll over to the right, shut the alarm clock off, and roll over to the left, and there the beastie is staring me right square in the eyes.
You've got to keep a crucifix on you at all times and wear garlic.
You know, one day that beast is going to go after you. She's just going to get tired of it. She's going to put you in the ground, and we're not going to do anything about it.
She's going to be looking for brains, and you're not going to have any, and that's going to make her mad.
Oh, I'm good to go if that's all she's looking for.
What is your encounter with the supernatural?
Well, there's a town called Stoll, Kansas.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that place. Famous for its green beans.
What?
And they had the church there, and there's an albino lady. They tore down the church and everything.
With her in it?
There's a stairway to hell.
The albino lady was in the church, or did she tear down the church?
Oh, no, she jumped on people's hoods. But
well, of course she does.
The police and everything, every Halloween, they circle around. They keep people from going in there, and they put up a 10-foot fence.
10-foot fence. That is a weird little town now that I think about it.
There's a stairway to hell right there in Stoll, Kansas, center of the United States.
Do they charge admission to the stairway to hell?
Oh, it'd be nice if they did.
You know, I think that town's a little confused too because it's stairway to heaven.
Yeah, and highway to hell.
That road crew has not been doing their work there. Not even labeling the signs right.
What's your actual ghost story?
Okay, when my son was 4 years old, I was pregnant with my second son, and my 4-year-old kept coming out saying he was talking to an old man in the closet. And we really didn't kind of believe him because his imaginary friend was Christopher Robin.
Well, come out of the closet, Billy. Wait a minute.
For Winnie the Pooh. And a few nights later, my husband woke up to this old man with a beard standing over him.
What?
And yes, and we were sleeping in a waterbed. And here I am, big and pregnant, and he jumped in the waterbed. It almost flips me out of it and screams.
Oh, my gosh. Who was the old man? Did you find out?
And the old man that lived there before had died.
That's who was standing over your husband?
Apparently, yes. And had been talking to my son in the closet, apparently.
Well, I got to tell you, as scary as that is, there is nothing funnier than watching a pregnant lady try to get out of a waterbed.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it.
And you know, you're standing there laughing knowing you're going to die later, but it's still...
Exactly.
You better go over here and help me out of this thing!
Well, he almost flipped me out of it. I don't know how I stayed in it, because when he jumped, I mean, the whole thing just, big wave.
You know what I'm realizing?
What?
It's very hard to tell a scary story as irreverent as we are about. What is your brush with the supernatural?
When I was a little girl, we moved into my Papa Fred's house. He had built this house in the early 30s. We bought the house after he passed away, and we moved into it. And my sister had peed the bed, so I had to go in and sleep on the couch.
Oh, that is really scary.
It was awesome. And then so when I looked up, I saw his silhouette, or him, standing by the door. I mean, he used to wear overalls and a ball cap, everything. I had never even met this man. And I looked up, and it was him. And so I buried my head back in my pillow, and as I looked up again, I mean, he was still there. It would not go away. Creeps me out, but my parents wouldn't let us move, so.
I would have not even asked them, just been like, okay, see ya.
He's probably, hanging out with Uncle Larry in the other room, really.
In the closet. Tell us your brushes with the supernatural. We promise we won't make too much fun of them. You can tell us on Facebook or text us at 623-1025.
Morning Kicks Takeover now just 3 minutes away.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.
Try again.
KIX 102.5.
Hey, let me ask you, where is your pain? Is it in your knees, your hips, or your back? Don't let it sideline you any longer. I've told you the story about the woman, the ghost who used to call the morning show every year.
Yes.
That used to freak me out so bad. And I don't know she was a ghost. She was definitely insane. I will say this. And it was not. We can tell when someone's having us on. Okay,
Sure.
We talk on the phone a lot. You can tell when someone's pulling your leg or when they're serious. This lady was serious each time, made my skin crawl. She was, her baby had died, and she could hear her baby crying and couldn't find it. And you could barely understand her. She was crying so hard. And the crying was not a normal crying. It was a wailing. And it just made your skin crawl to listen to her. And I'd try to calm her down, try to get the story out of her. And, hold on. Back then, we did calls live on the air, so I didn't have time to screen them.
Mm-hmm.
And inevitably, it seemed like always at this point during the show when she would call, my screener would not be available. So she would always get on unscreened. And I'd be like, oh, here we are again. And it was every single year would freak me out. Quit happening after I moved to Joplin, but followed me to 5 different towns before that.
That's so creepy. All right, well, we got to go.
There we go. Everybody make sure to bring your kids' candy bags by here tomorrow for us to go through for you. We will happily do this as a public service.
Yep, you bet.
We will go through your kids' candy and remove all of the undesirable things, okay? All the things that they don't need, shouldn't have, and that could be bad for them. We will be happy to do that for you. So,
you're welcome.
Yes. It's what we provide. It's us givers chicken livers. So
that's true. Also tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow?
We're talking about the things your kids would not understand, like you take them by their trick-or-treat bags to Randy and Jen to let them go through first.
That's true. That's very true.
The things you had to deal with growing up that your kids would not be able to relate to.
And maybe secret sound. We'll see if anyone gets it today, 11:20 and 4:20.
I don't think anyone will get it based on what we've heard so far, but yeah.
But if you haven't found the hint, it's out there. We know that
It is
Landon
on
found
there.
it.
And if nobody guesses it based on the hint that's on there, we've got another one getting ready to go up this weekend. So another hint will be hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not going to do you any good because you can't find this one. So,
all right, stay warm, guys. Have a great Halloween, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.